What's up? You know the drill. We're here at PrideWin.gg to see who we can piss off today by simply talking about the most well-respected tier list in the Honkai Star Rail community. And we did recently cover Robin's addition to the tier list. However, Harmony MC was not here on the list at the time, so I decided to make a different video that talks about them dedicated to breaks and how their addition to the game is changing the meta a bit, because Harmony MC is bringing Super Break to the game, and that completely changes everything. It really does change everything. The title and the thumbnail are not trying to fool anybody by actually saying that. It's actually true. Because you can basically turn any traditional DPS into a break character. Yeah, Crit is probably still the best place to be for these characters on the far left, these traditional DPS characters, but some of them can excel really well on a break team. And some of these specialist type of characters, such as Luca, you see Sampo, we have Shui Yi, other characters that actually excel at breaks are getting a huge power spike with addition to Harmony MC in the game. Also, you see characters that can be, run in different variations, such as Silverwolf, for example, is actually really good for breaks. You see Gallagher, the actual break sustain, the only true break sustain in the entire game right now at 4-star level. Can you imagine what's going to happen when we get a 5-star? Yeah, it's going to be wild. So let's go ahead and take a look at this here. The Harmony MC is sitting here at tier 1, which is a very, very good spot to sit. Very, very respectable. You're not sitting here in like what they now call the Apex section. This entire tier list recently had a revamp, so if you haven't seen that yet, come up here and check the notes for this. But I'll put a link in the pinned comment and description below if you're interested in coming and check this out. And I do recommend you come check this out for yourself to take a look at this. They also have a lot of stuff here that's not just tier list, obviously. Tier lists are just one thing that PrideWin provides to the community. So you see here they're sitting next to Topaz. Topaz obviously has a ton of value. They could be run as a hyper carry. They're, a very essential part of the follow-up meta, at least right now. We'll see if they end up getting power crept someday down the line, but as it stands right now, Topaz is practically like the Kafka of follow-up teams right now. They're the sub-DPS character, the only sub-DPS character for follow-up teams. So to see Harmony MC here sitting next to them is actually a pretty good sign that they're a very strong character. I mean, look how high up this is compared to the other versions of the main character. You have tier 4 all the way down here for the Fire MC, not looking pretty good. And you have all the way down here at tier 5, all the way at the bottom, the Physical MC, the first character we ever get to actually play as a character that we actually get in the game. Technically, Kafka was the first character we played, but that was the tutorial. That didn't really count. Obviously, this is a good break character here in the Fire MC, but you can't run Fire MC at the same time that you are running the Harmony MC. And, obviously that's kind of unfortunate, because could you imagine running them instead? But at the same time, Gallagher's better for breaks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just run Gallagher, right? But yeah, Harmony MC is bringing a ton to the table. They bring super breaks. Obviously because the breaks, they are really good at delaying the enemies. This means that, break teams are probably going to be pretty solid to be able to be ran as a 0 sustain team. You're not necessarily even using Gallagher on the team, depending on how strong your teams are and how patient you are to potentially have to, reset in Memory of Chaos if you end up going down because you weren't running Gallagher. Honestly, Gallagher's a great character for break teams. Don't really need to run 0 sustain when you got a guy like that on the team. Obviously, with Harmony MC, Ron May is the instant go-to. If you have Ron May, you pair them with Harmony MC. If you are going to run Harmony MC on a break team, you are going to also run Ron May if you have her. Silverwolf is obviously a great option as well. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, down here at Luca, getting a big power spike again. Super powerful break character because he has physical breaks. Physical breaks are the most powerful breaks in the entire game. But with a character like Sampo sitting right next to him, Sampo hits a lot of enemies at once. This is a lot of break potential, and that means with Harmony MC, the way that they work is it could end up being very, very powerful by hitting a ton of enemies with super break damage. If you end up breaking a lot of people, and then with Sampo, for example, and then you have also on top of that a lot of opportunities to get super breaks, that could be very, very powerful, and it deals a ton of damage. Breaks are very, very fun already. Bringing super breaks into the game is just not a lot of fun, and it's something new, something fresh, and it's also very, very powerful. So it's really, really fun, and it's gearing up towards the meta shift that we are currently experiencing. We're currently in the middle of kind of the Goldilocks era of follow-up attack, but we're also going to be shifting into breaks really, really soon. And this is the first big shift with the Harmony MC. We're going to be seeing a big shift, or big addition, I guess you could say, with Boot Hill. And we're also going to be seeing a character like Firefly that will be dealing breaks as well. Obviously, more information about them will come in future videos. That's for the future. But I just wanted to point out that this will be a very important part. And this is the first big key move to the shift towards break effect meta. Technically more like super break meta. Obviously, with a character like Himiko, who really, really wants to break, even her light cone basically says, break all the enemies and we'll do good stuff. Her light cone is literally based around breaks. And she's obviously a character that's revolving around breaks as well, because that's how her follow-up attack works. The more enemies you're breaking, the more often you're breaking, the more her follow-up attack will work, the more damage she deals. Himiko is very happy to see Harmony MC in the game right now. So very, very fun to see that, characters like Himiko getting a power spike again. Even characters like, you see here we have Herta. Any character that hits a lot of enemies at once will actually be really, really good on a break team, because they have more opportunities to get breaks, and the more enemies you hit while they're broken, you get more super break damage. So it's really, really awesome. So even characters like Argenti, even Misha is pretty solid for a break team. You see Serval, a really good solid break team character. Even, Clara, who's in my opinion, still to this day, one of the most, if not the most underrated character in the entire game, as far as DPS goes, But yeah, even Jing Yuan, dude. Jing Yuan, super great character to this day. Mid Yuan is no more. He's super strong. Look at him here at, tier 1.5 next to Sela and QQ, and he's actually a very powerful character. He has a AoE skill and an AoE ult, dude. Actually really strong. Even characters here at the top who would honestly should just be ran as crit. Let's just be honest, they should be just run as crit because they're so powerful as crit characters. But any character that can hit a lot of enemies at once will be very, very strong in Super Break. Ofka, in fact, is one of those type of characters. And believe it or not, she actually can work pretty well on a Super Break team. That's not what they want to be run as, but it's a fun new play style that you can mess around with some very interesting things with. Even a character like Ting Yun, who gives you energy. Ting Yun has yet to be power crept. Some people might say, oh, Huohuo did it. No, she did not. Ting Yun provides the most energy from any character in the game. And yeah, sure, she buffs attack, but she also buffs damage as well. But mostly it's that energy. So on a break team where you want to keep and maintain certain synergies with your team, like MC wants to, ult very often. Some of your other characters on the team are going to want to ult very often too. Ting Yun keeps that going. Like with a Jing Liu team, Ting Yun helps you keep Jing Liu in her buff state. If Jing Liu falls out of her buff state, her damage falls off, and it's a nightmare. But with a character like Ting Yun, that basically doesn't happen. And you can basically keep a perma ult or a perma buff up because of a character like Ting Yun, allowing one of the characters on your team to be able to basically maintain their ultimate as often as possible, making it very, very strong. So yeah, I wanted to point all that stuff out. There's obviously going to be a lot more videos and stuff like that coming forward about the Harmony MC, different fun, showcases and things like that. So stay tuned for that. I'm in the middle of building a Topaz, a Robin, and I'm completing the Exodia of the follow-up characters right now. So I'm focusing on that really quick before I finish out my MC. My MC still needs a bit more traces before I can start doing showcases and different things like that. But stay tuned for all that stuff. I mostly just wanted to, point this stuff out. How Super Breaks is going to be the next shift in the meta. And we're also seeing them perform immediately on release very, very well. Sitting here at tier 1. Yeah, sure, this is the specialist slot. So to some people, it's a bit hard to register what that means, because it's easier to gauge the power level of normal damage dealers, amplifiers, and sustainability characters. But I mean, if they're one tier below Kafka and Black Swan, I think that really says something about the character. Anyways, if you found this information helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, I can't even believe I forgot this. Shui Yi. Holy crap, how did I forget Shui Yi? Shui Yi? Oh dude, I can't wait to see the next Zero Cycle video with Shui Yi, bro. I'm actually going to be so stoked about that, because she's going to pop the heck off with a character like Harmony MC in the game. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.